Oh my goodness, it was not a good time last episode, was it? We ended up with our plane crashing straight into the dock. Yeah, we are severely damaged in our aircraft, and that is not good. So, we're gonna have to use our remaining money that we currently have to build a boat that can tow this plane out of here. We then need to actually take it somewhere, I don't really know where, and get it fixed up. Although actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm going to try and fix it up as much as I possibly can right now. I'm going to turn the pump on for the fuel tank to try and get everything out of there. And then we're going to try and fix it. I don't know how this is going to go. But anyway, let's get to it, shall we? Oh yeah, it's nighttime. And actually my welder is almost out of welding as well. So there's no point in fixing the wings. That is not one of the things we need to fix. In fact, let's just use... Wait, is that fully... Is that full of water in there? I don't know if there is water in there. I need to try and fix, as well as I possibly can, this. But it's currently underwater and still getting bashed in, apparently. Yeah, you know what? I think we just have to swim back all the way down to here, build ourselves some sort of electric boat that can then tow my plane all the way back to there, and then we can fix it up. I don't know whether this is going to go well or not, but we're going to give it a go. But yeah, I got to start swimming, so I'll see you guys in a few days, I guess. Alright, it didn't take days, but we are here. I now need to design and build an electric boat that can go out to there and make its way all the way back without any problems. We only have $20,000 for it though, so... It's interesting. And if you're wondering why I'm thinking electric only, well, let me show you. Let me climb up here real quick and I'll show you guys why. Whoa! Hey up! Alright, okay, let's have a look. Diesel? Oh! Actually, we could just make a diesel boat. Let's turn that off. I thought I used all of this. Right, well, I guess we gotta start building some sort of ship to go over there, drag the plane back, and... fix it? Or actually, maybe we need to just lift it out of the water and fix it over... I don't know. We'll build something anyway. Okay, so I've got an idea in my head as to what I want to build, and I don't know how I'm going to build it. I have no idea. So, essentially, I want to build... It's not quite a catamaran, but it kind of is. But also, it's just not. So, we're going to go ahead and build a ship, kind of like this. I essentially want to be able to put the aircraft... here? So this, let's say this is the deck. I want to put the aircraft in the middle, right there. So obviously our aircraft has a float in the center, and then obviously it's got raised wings. So we should be able to lift it up to at least here. Maybe. I don't know. We're then going to put a crane above this so that we can actually lift it in. Or at least tow it in or something. I don't know. Maybe we actually just put a winch here or a little bit higher. That would actually make more sense. Possibly. Anyway, we don't want to go too crazy with this, so let's just go ahead and build this out a little bit. We're going to go ahead and shove this guy onto here like this. We're going to shove one of these guys onto there like that. Yeah, we kind of have to be conscious of the fact that we don't really have very much money to build this either. So it's going to have to be like a very dulled down version of a boat that I want to build. Anyway, let's continue it backwards. This is where the bridge is going to go, so let's just do that. We are going to go ahead and shove one of these guys on first. There we go. We're then going to shove one of these guys on, or a few of those, and then a bunch of these. 1, 2, 3, and attach it all together just like this. Okay, it looks a bit weird so far, but don't worry. Bear with me. I really hope this works. Okay, on the front, I'm going to delete that guy, and I'm just going to shove one of these in, and then we're going to start building this down. So I want it to be quite a deep hull, hopefully. So that's what we're going for right now. Go ahead and shove one of those guys on. And then if we shove one of these guys on after that, just like this, that looks pretty good to me. Let's go ahead and send that down the side. And then we got to do something at the back that also looks nice and kind of works. Maybe. So delete 4 right here, shove that onto there. Go ahead and build this in, if we can. There we go. We're then going to grab one of these guys, again. Yeah, shove it on there like this. And then if I go ahead and grab a bunch of these, we can shove that on there like that, and possibly do this. Aha! Yeah! that totally works. On the very front, we're going to go and shove that across there. We're going to grab one of these guys, and then we're going to shove it on here like this. And we're actually just going to go ahead and box this bit off like so. Yeah. Not very hydrodynamic, I'm not going to lie. The water hitting this flat surface right here is not very good. However, the rest of the boat looks pretty cool and should work. Tell you what though, we are going to go ahead and make it slightly deeper into the water. So let's go ahead and grab these guys. We're going to chuck that on there. All right, obviously the front is going to go like this. We are going to attach one of these guys onto this side as well. However, the inside, instead of being flat, is going to be angled this time. All right, we're going to do the same on this side as well. Likely, so there we go, shove that down there. And now all we need to do is attach all these pieces together. So this one goes on here like this. We then need one of these guys to go into there. And there we go. Haha, yeah! All right, let's go ahead and grab one of these for the back end as well. We're obviously going to chuck that on here like this. Okay. We then need a 2x2. Shove that onto there. We then need a 1x2 to go onto here. There we go. And we're going to shove this down the side. Okay. Yeah, I feel like that's probably deep enough actually. All right, so fill in the bottom edge just like so, all the way back to there at least. We're then going to go from here and attach all that together. And we're going to go from here and try and attach the rest of that together as well. Okay, we're in a good situation here, kind of. All right, from here, we're going to delete all of these. And then I think if I just attach one of these guys onto there like that, we can have these guys in here like this, and that is fine. Okay, currently we don't have a deck, but we're not going to worry about that just yet. Let me go ahead and paint all of this correctly, and then we can work on the deck after that. So if we line all this up just like this, there we go. Go around the inside as well. There we go. The water line should actually maybe be a bit higher than that. Yeah, no, it actually totally should. I'm not gonna lie. It should be really high, because it is gonna get very low in the water very quickly. Alright, there we go. That's good. Take it around the inside as well. Zoom it down there. Attach it all together here. And then jug it all in this color. There we go. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I see why. I know why that's happened. Okay. It happens there as well. Okay, we're gonna have to paint those separately, but that's fine. That's neither here nor there. Chuck all of those on there. Excellent. Go ahead and drink this bit, this bit, this bit, and then I have to paint this all like this. Meow. There we go. All of this bit as well. Excellente. And that is excellent. Yeah. Okay, so from here we're going to delete all of these interior little bitty bobbies. There we go. Delete all of these little interior bitty bobbies right there as well. And zoom this down the back end like that. Okay, we're then going to attach this guy onto there. We're then going to attach this guy onto here. And that right there is our hull. It is not very deep in the water at all, but hopefully it should be fine. What does she look like? All right, well, it floats, so that is a brilliant sign so far. I obviously need to add a propeller or two onto this, and then I need to send it over there. I think I will use diesel as well, because at least we're not going to use 3,500 getting over there, and obviously once we're out there anyway, we can just buy diesel. Although we don't have that much money. Oh, that is a problem too, isn't it? That's definitely going to be an issue. Okay, next thing then. Instead of actually adding a big crane on this, making it bulky, making it move, stuff like that, we are actually not going to do that. And I'm just going to build a little thingamabobby right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Zoom that backwards to there. Yep, we'll actually have it overhang just slightly. And obviously we want that the right way around. And I'm going to delete these guys. We're going to add a winch into there. I'm actually going to go with this winch. I don't normally use this one. And that's okay. All right, good. We're then going to actually have the bridge be behind this. And I'm going to stand up here. So there's going to be a little bit of a wheelhouse just up there. That seems like it's probably going to be fine. Let's grab a helm. I don't even think we need to have an interior wheelhouse. I think we'll just have an exterior wheel. Yeah. All right, that'll do. Let's go ahead and chuck this onto, you know what? Railings. Let's just do rails. Yeah. Corner piece. Chuck that on there like that, I guess. Yep, chuck one here as well. We're going to put one in the middle, back there. And we're going to go with end segments off to the sides like this. One there and one there. Oh, that's kind of annoying. That bit's kind of annoying. Alright, hang on, do this. Excellent. Attach all of those guys together. And we are in a good situation. Indeed. Alright, there we go. Zoom all that across there. Zoom this straight across the front. And I'm actually just going to go and shove one of those there too. Aha! Okay. Right, bit weird. It is a very strange looking vessel so far. But hopefully it will work out for us. Maybe. Alright, check that on there. Let's check one of these guys right here as well. We're going to need some welding equipment. We're going to need an engine. And we're going to need to get this thing moving. Alright, it's rudder time. Let's do it. I'm actually going to be attaching it to here. Yes. If I just go ahead and get a rudder, I should be able to just slap it in, to be honest. So we're just going to slap one right there, slap one right there. Didn't paint the bottom of this thing, it turns out. So there we go, painted now. And I'm going to check that right there, this right here. Excellent. Okay. We now need a propeller of sorts that comes out of the butt. And that should be it, probably. So grab a pipe. Okay, shove that directly on there. I am actually going to go ahead and paint the interior of this, the right colors. There we go. Alright, that is what it is. That's fine. And then a propeller is going to go directly on there. And that should be it. Realistically, I could use a pitchable propeller. And that could do forwards and reverse. But I'm just going to use forwards and reverse. I think that'll be fine. I do feel like that, however, is a little bit high in the water. Yeah, I can't have it that high. It needs to go a little bit lower. Let's have a little looky here. I have lowered it by two blocks, and that looks perfect. It is going to stay underneath the water. Okay, so she's a floater. She is floating quite well. It does, however, need to drag an aircraft in for me to repair the aircraft. So hopefully it is wide enough. And I didn't really think about it very much, but realistically, I need to raise the aircraft up so that I can actually fix all of it. And so that we can get the water out. But I can't do that, can I? We'll sort it out. We'll sort it out. Tell you what, I'm actually going to use a medium engine on this. I don't normally use these, but I feel like we're not going to need that much power anyway. And this is going to have more than enough power for what we need. So we're going to use it. Let's go ahead and shove some pipes on the sides, though. We're actually going to have the exhaust go straight out the side, which is pretty ridiculous, to be honest. But, yep, that's what we're going to do. Fluid ports, let's shove them on. Here we go. Shove them on the sides. And, yes, it is going to be billowing smoke out the sides. Pretty crazy. Coolant, I am actually going to go ahead and put a radiator in. Right here. Yeah, we're going to have a radiator. In fact, a 5x5 radiator right here on the front. So let's go ahead and make it white to begin with. Alright, we gotta go to the inside to do this. We're then gonna have it go down and into here, which is where the pipes will meet up with it, and that'll be fine. Alright, we'll have a large tank in here, there we go, and then we need a way to refuel it. So back here, we're gonna add a way to refuel it, yes. Hose, yep, we'll add a hose anchor. We're then going to delete these three. We're going to have a connector right there like that. We're going to have a fluid release thingamabobby. Fluid release thingamabobby. One of these. There we go. And that's okay. And then actually we're going to add another one of these just because reasons. Okay. Let's go ahead and add a dial next to those guys too, which is going to go actually right outside the door. And that is going to connect directly onto tank content. Okay! Right, we have a lot of things. So let me go ahead and connect all of these things to a battery. Oh my goodness. Okay, so if you're wondering what all of this stuff is around the outside, these are actually all welders. We are going to need to use welders, so that is what they are. Alright, there we go. Hopefully that'll work. Oh my goodness. Okay, we have run out of money. And essentially, this is all we have. This is how this is gonna have to go. I don't know if a rope anchor is actually something I can afford right now. $15. Well, we're gonna shove one rope anchor on the back because we might need it. And I kind of want to add one to the front as well, but obviously that puts us in debt. And we can't be in debt. Is there anything I can change? It doesn't look like there is. Which one of these is connected? All right, reverse. Bam. No, bam. There we go. 3 to 1. Excellent, that'll do. How do I make $1 back? I'm actually just going to get rid of 2 of these and replace it with that. There we go. All right, we can actually have the railings now again, but it's fine. All right, let's just go, I guess. Okay, start your engines! Was it working? Oh, that does not sound happy. It does not feel happy. It is not happy. Alright, I fixed it up. This right here is actually a gauge for my fuel. And, well, it turns out we are going to use a lot of fuel getting out there, it seems. So, let's do it. Okay, we are in like old school territory right now. This thing is running pretty badly. I don't know why I built it like this. I could have done better, but never mind. Cooling is working. Our winch is right there. We have spare rope on the top just in case you need it. And our winch thingamabobbies are right here and right here. That's our fuel. Okay. Hopefully there are no enemies nearby. It doesn't look like there are. So we're just going to continue on our journey and we'll be there soon. What in the world? What? Whoa. What is that? What is that? It looked like it was falling out of the sky, but actually I think it's just a helicopter moving. It looks like it's like falling, but no, I think it's going away from me, which makes it look like it's falling. Anyway, that island right there might be the key to my success here. It might also not be the key to my success. Because I'm thinking maybe it will have some money in it, around it. I don't know. What I should have also done, by the way, is actually added another winch up here so that when we winch the back end in, we could have winched the front end in as well, lifting the front of the plane out of the water. But I didn't do that. So, there you go. We're just going to have to deal with it. Okay, so normally I don't have the forethought for anything, but if I go inside of here and I close the door, hold on, there we go, I have a bed, yes, we're gonna make a sleep, and now we've made a sleep, we are awake, and we're gonna get out of here, but, oh wow, the sea is so much calmer, and we're here, and it's daytime. Oh, alright, so I have to see if I can do the thing that I'm planning to do or not. Hopefully I can do the thing that I'm planning to do, but if I can't do the thing that I'm planning to do, then I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know, there's issues. Well, there could be issues. Also, I really hope my winch works, because if it doesn't, I've got more issues. Yeah. Anyway. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and pull in here. Let's go ahead and stop right there, pretty much. We are going to drop the welder that I currently have in my hands. We're going to grab a rope. I'm going to attach said rope onto here. And then we are going to attach the rope onto here. Yeah. Alright. Okay, that's it. That's good. That's very good. We're then going to pull it in, please. So, winch up. Excellent. Looks like it might be working. I am going to slam it in reverse. And I'm going to pull it out of here. Okay. So far, sort of so good, I guess. It's kind of working, but also the plane is somewhat spinning, and I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why that's happening. Why is it doing that? What's it doing? Okay, I feel like I've actually made this worse, but we'll see. So, what I'm going to do now is grab an underwater welder, this guy, and we're going to dive on in and we're going to start welding underneath here. The problem is, and we've got a big problem here, the problem is that I didn't add diving gear. I don't know why I didn't do that, but I didn't, so it's going to take me quite some time. So I'll see you guys soon, once I've hopefully fixed most of this up without dying. Welder number 1, gone. Welder number 2, let's go. Oh my goodness. Okay, welder number 2 is gone as well. We are, I'm not even gonna lie, possibly gonna run out of welders. I have not done very much welding so far, and I've already lost 2. 3, yeah, 2. And I need to keep welding. I want to try and fix the floaty at least. I don't have a way of emptying this out. It's the problem. I also keep somewhat dying, so that's a problem too, but just gotta keep welding. Keep going. That's number 3 done. Okay. Shove it in there. There's the last one on this side. I do actually have more, so I've got these 2 on the back, and then I do have a few over here as well. What I'm also gonna do is actually winch this out a bit, because currently my boat is getting trapped and sort of tangled in with this, and I don't want that to be another problem. Okay, I need to turn the lights out. I can't even remember how. It's 1. Okay, lights are out. Very good. What's my battery status on this thing? I can't even see. Altitude, speed, fuel, engine temperature, engine RPS. Where's battery? Do I not have a battery meter? I thought I did. Alright, well, cool. That's good. Don't even have a battery meter. Okay, I am swimming underneath my boat. What I'm gonna do is push the button on the back of this, wherever it is. That means I don't know how to do it. I need to empty the fuel tank, but actually it's already empty, it seems. Oh, it says that it's empty, but maybe it's just damaged. That's another one gone. Okay, so the idea that I originally had is not going to work, and the main reason for that is because I was hoping that I could empty the fuel tank, allowing this thing to float a little bit higher, but that is not gonna happen. So actually, right now, I actually don't really have a plan. I don't really have a plan at all, actually. Yeah. Problem. That is such a huge problem. Okay, I have managed to fix the reading, and obviously it's full right now. So if I press 2, question mark, is 2 the button? No. 3 maybe the button? No. How do I empty this thing? I really need to remember these things. Push button right there, toggle button right there. Nope, neither of those. 4, 5, 6. Who knows? Who knows what button it is? None of that is doing anything. Wait a second, is this not the one with the pump? This might not actually be the one with the pump. Oh, no. Okay, idea. I have an idea. We leave the aircraft here. Yes. Okay, we leave the aircraft here. I go get myself something that can lift using one of those cranes. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Alright, disconnect from this completely. It might sink, but who knows? And then we'll use one of those cranes to lift it out. Am I currently stuck to the aircraft? It appears I am. No, it appears I actually am. Alright, there we go. Turn away from it. Yes. Okay, I mean, she's a floater right now. Okay. I'm going back to the base. Don't worry, I'll come back for you. I do actually need to use those, though, rather than the one back at base. So there's actually no point in me towing that. Is it moving? I think it's moving. There's no point in me towing that thing back. So what I need to do is get one of those connectors, connect that to a rope anchor, and then we can connect the thingamabobby onto there, the rope anchor onto there, and then we can lift it out of the water. Once we lift it up, we can obviously empty all of the drainage out of all of it, and that'll be it. Maybe. I don't know. I really hope it doesn't float too far away from the dock, though. That would be really bad. I didn't think about this, but I literally cannot see anything right now, so I really hope I'm going in the right direction. Is that's the refinery behind me, obviously. I don't have a compass or anything. actually. I don't know if I'm going the right way, but I'm sure I might be. Guys, there might be more of a problem than I ever thought. I found this island. I don't know whether it's this one or whether it's this one. It looks a bit big to be this one, so I think we are going the right way. But the problem is this. There is a small-sized enemy vessel coming our way. That could be a huge issue. Oh, we're having so many issues. Fun. Turns out it was the correct island, which is good, and we're gonna head straight over there. Hope... oh no. It's just disappeared off the map. Therefore, it's moved, and hopefully not this way, because on this map, I'm literally, like, around here, and the enemy might turn up here. Oh, no, 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 no. Do I see any boats out there? Not yet. Not yet. Because if we did, we might end up sinking this boat too. And I'm not gonna lie, that would suck really badly. Oh, okay. It's getting closer. It is getting closer. Oh. No, I think that's the other base. I think that might be the hospital. So far, we're okay. Just gonna continue like no problems will arise. Okay, we have made it back. Where is the enemy? Oh, the enemy might be traveling over the island. All right, we might be in an okay situation. Although, I can't travel back out there. Obviously, if there's an enemy out there, because I can't even afford to put a gun on here. So that's not gonna work. Oh, actually, I can afford this. Okay, so this might actually work anyway. What I'm gonna do is get a rope anchor. Yes. I'm actually just gonna go with one. That's fine. Let me do this. I'm actually just gonna attach it to the roof for now. That's fine. On the other side, we are gonna go ahead and get a hose. It's not actually a hose. Hang on, let me type in connector. So I need a fluid connector. Connect that to there. We're gonna need a bunch of ropes, and we are gonna need... oh, we actually do already have a rope. We have a rope there as well. 2 rope is actually probably fine. I am gonna do this. So, cut, paste, there we go. If I then... oh, where can I actually put this? Now, if I cut that from there, I can just dangle it off the side, and that's actually sort of fine. Maybe I'll dangle it off the front. That's okay. There we go. So paste that right there. Merge that to... no, sorry, not merge. Connect that to there like that. That's okay. All right. Yes. We're then going to need the welders. So the welders are kind of the most important bit here. Let me go ahead and attach a bunch of these guys on here somewhere. I'm actually going to go ahead and get rid of the rear seats. Yeah? Think that makes sense? And then what I can do is actually put a bunch of welders here. I know these aren't underwater welders, and these ones are, but that's fine. So delete all of that. Delete these guys. Shove these ones on here as well. I do have enough money for that, so that's okay. We're ready to go. I now have an actual machine gun too, so yeah. This is crazy. This is all seawater. Let me go ahead and actually put diesel in. There we go. Diesel in all of the tanks, please. Although I might not actually have enough diesel for it anyway, but that's okay. Diesel, 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 diesel. Let's go. Please say this works. What's that? What is that? Is that the refinery? Alright, that's the refinery out there. If there is a small vessel out here, I can actually fight it. But first, I'm going to run up here, and I'm going to go to sleep so that we can actually see. Well, we are here. It is the morning. Let's go. Where is the dude? The dude seems to be going in the other direction now, so that should be okay. This boat should have more than enough power to pull the plane back into the dock. And then obviously we've got that thing dangling from the front that should allow us... is it actually there? I should have probably checked if it was there, but... yeah, let's check just before we go anywhere. Yeah, it is there. Alright, very good. We're going to get back on. But yeah, then we should be able to use that to actually do the thing we need it to do. So that should be good. This is crazy. This is all for me to try and fix the thing that I accidentally crashed last time. Anyway, am I going in the right direction? Whoa, 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 whoa. This thing turns like a crazy thing. Alright, we gotta go this way. Is this the boat? Yep. You need to turn the cooling on the engine, otherwise it gets too hot. So we've done that now. And our cooling is fine. Okay, good. Okay, we are back out here yet again. I really hope this works. I hope those things are strong enough and that it doesn't just absolutely kapow us. But I have a feeling it might absolutely kapow us. We'll see. We will see. Anyway, let's drive forwards. I'm going to attach on to the back of the plane. We're going to drive into there and we'll see what happens from there. So, rope. Let's go ahead and attach it onto here. Excellent. Go ahead and attach it onto there. Alright, so far so good, I guess. As long as my boat can pull it in there, I'm going to be happy. Let's go. Just tow it in. Just tow it in very nicely, very chill. Easy peasy. I think we might struggle. We are moving it. Right? Yep, the plane is coming. We are going to have to damage this plane a little bit more in a second. But we're going to damage it on purpose, which is really weird. I know. Alright, is it coming? It is coming. Alright, things are happening. It is working. This is so stupid. This is really stupid. But I really hope it works. Alright, I'm going to assume that we're in a good position here. Right, what I'm going to do now is disconnect this from my boat. Grab the connector. Swim with me. Come on. Yep. If you guys don't understand what I'm doing here, hopefully it'll become clear eventually. It feels so dumb though. It really does. It feels so stupid. Okay, run this way. We need to attach this guy onto there. Alright, here we go. So, lower it down. We're then going to attach a rope from here onto... I might have to do it on the wings. Might have to lift it up by the wings. But I can actually do 3 connectors. That would be fine. That would be fine. But trying to get it in the right position for that might be kind of difficult. Alright. There we go. Jump down here. We need to connect this onto there. If we can. Please. Please just connect. Because if it doesn't, I might cry. What? Hey! Woo! They are connected. Excellent. Alright, grab this. I'm going to connect it onto... Oh, I should have used a winch. I should have used winches instead of whatever I've done. Yeah, in my head, I had the idea of using winches. What I'm going to do right now is connect this guy onto here. And hope that it actually just pulls the entire thing that way. Let's disconnect this one right now. I can winch that in, and then it should pull it this way. There's a lot of finagling to do right now. So I'll be back with you guys in a second once I've finagled a bit more. Alright, lift it up. Come on. Lift it up. Hopefully it'll pull it this way. It is. But it's being a bit weird about it. I'm not gonna lie. It is being very weird about it. Oh. Look at that. Okay, well, realistically, I was hoping it would lift it out of the water more. And what I should have done is used a hose instead, because I could have lifted it from one point. But I didn't. Okay, keep winching it up, because I need it to get closer. Okay. That is closer. Very good. Now winch it down. Yep. And then we can reattach all of these bits and bobs together. Attach it onto the wings. And then lift it up. Alright, let's go. So, reattach that one to the back. There we go. Gonna grab these 2 from here. So this should be easier to grab anyway. Alright, so we grab this one. Attach it onto there. And we grab this one. Attach it onto there as well. And now, we run around and we try and lift it up even further. I should have used a winch on this piece rather than what I've got. But we're gonna hope like crazy that this works. Alright, lift it! Come on! I only have this to work with as well. I fully expected to have a little bit more to play with here. Because it needs to come out of the water. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh! Okay, I mean that's almost correct. Kind of. Okay, what I need to do then is, if I pull it to the right, we might be able to get it out of the water completely. And if I can do that and then damage parts where water is, we can obviously have it leak out of there. But I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to get it onto the land. Oh yeah, that might be a problem. That might be more of a problem than I thought. Oh, okay. Disconnect this. Oh, that was a problem already. Okay. Lower it back down. Because what I'm going to do is... I don't know. I'm going to attach that onto the lower bit. I have a connector down there that might actually allow this to work. Also, I don't think I need to connect onto the wings at all. So we might be okay in that respect. Okay, we are trying again. Please, please, please allow this to work. Okay, we are picking it up from a lower point. We still have a little bit of winch left. No. That's not gonna do it. That is not gonna do it, and I really don't want it to kill me either. Can I move further right? Is that... oh, is that it? Is that all we get? Oh. This sucks! I'm lowering it back down again, and I'm gonna disconnect this from here. So far, actually, this is okay. I wanted that to stay on this bit, but it's not going to. Okay. New, fresh idea. If we can chuck this into the water, that'd be good. Get in there. Get in the water. Go! In the water! Yeah! Alright, lower it down. Quite a bit. I need it to go to the front, realistically, but it is what it is. We are gonna attach... I can't see where it is. There it is. There it is. Attach a rope onto there. Don't drown, that'd be good. There we go. Swim all the way to the front. Attach it onto here. Okay, not the best so far. There is a problem with this, but we're gonna try it anyway. Okay, things are somewhat happening. It is twisting about all over the place. It's trying its best. But what I'd say right now, actually, is... it might tip over backwards. That would be even worse, actually. That would likely be even worse than what we've already got in this situation. I wonder if I can start the engine on this. I really don't know. Okay, well, whilst we got it in this position, we are gonna open this up. Is there water in there? It looks like it's full of water right now. Is it? Is it full of... yeah, no, there's no... it's full of water. Kind of. I shouldn't have got in here. Alright, water is now coming out of the hole. Which means that it's going to weigh less, which means that we might actually be able to carry it up a little bit more, a little bit easier. And things might happen a little bit better for us. Who knows? This is maybe going to be a whole video about rescuing my own plane, but you guys are used to that by now, right? I think I'm about to try something extremely stupid. Like, even more stupid than everything that's gone on right now. I need to first, though, fix as many things as I can that are wrong with the front end. Although, actually, it looks like I've done a pretty good job with that already. Okay, let's grab a welder and just go ham on the front edge to begin with. And then if I need to do anything after that, we can try. Alright, where's the welders at? There we go. Let's go try and fix some stuff up. Come on. I can't see anything. That's fine. Alright, yeah. It turns out we can actually weld on there, so we're going to try and do as much welding as possible. Although, I'm struggling to even stand here. Alright, weld, weld, weld. Just keep welding. Even if you can't really see what the problem is, just keep welding. Okay. Right, that looks fine to me. Okay, this is where things, or bad things can happen. Disconnect it. Okay, what happens now? Is she floating? She is somewhat floating. Kind of. I don't want the front to go down into the sea, which it is doing. Problems. Some big old problems. Alright, let's reverse out of here. And I'm gonna just try and tow the aircraft home, I guess. All the things that I thought of doing were somewhat working. I'm not gonna lie, like, lifting it up was not a bad idea. It wasn't a bad idea. It just didn't work. It could have maybe worked if it was a little bit higher, or... Oh, I'm having problems. Or if my winches, if I had a winch on the cable, but I didn't. So, towing is possibly, right now, the only option. Yeah. I don't know what's happening with my engines. Right, my engines, that's fine. Let's go ahead and connect this onto the plane for now. In fact, how strong is my plane? I wonder. We are going to figure that out. We are actually going to figure that out. But for now, I need to... I need to swim back. I need to attach my rope down there. I'm struggling. Oh, pull! Connected on. Excellent. And now we need to move my boat out of here. Unfortunately, it is just turning, so we're having issues. We're having some big issues. There we go. Turn, 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 go straight. Straight. I'm struggling. My boat is struggling. Full power. Don't tip over. Do not tip over. Do not tip over. Do not tip over. Oh my goodness. Oh. Okay, pull. My boat feels like it's gonna tip so badly. But if I can just drag it as hard as I can in a straight line. Is it working? It's towing the plane out. Okay. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. Alright, so far so good. I'm about to do something so stupid. I'm about to do something so dumb. Like really, 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 really dumb. Okay. How fast do we go in 3? I'm in the plane. The door is open! Why is the door open? Oh, so many problems. Right. Why is it now going under the water? Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go. Where's the thing? Where's the key? There it is. Take off. Take off, please. No, it's not working. However, the engine is working. So, like, that's good. But I need it lifted up. I don't think I've got any way of doing that. I've got, like, no way of having the engine up in the air. That's a problem. Okay, so at this point, just in case anyone was wondering, and it's kind of a weird point to be wondering this, if you've made it to this point in the video, but the reason I hadn't just tried to tow it back originally is because my plane does not fit in the workbench that we have down here. The only workbench it fits in is actually the one all the way down here, unfortunately. So I legit have to just tow it all the way back. Or figure out something that I can do at this terminal that can somewhat fix it. So I'm actually going to go ahead and tow it all the way back to the terminal, and we'll fix it from there. But this is a disaster. Guys, we made it! Okay, well, kind of. I don't know what to do in this situation. It's so stupid. It's so dumb. Look at it. Ah. Okay. Portable pump. Portable pump. That makes sense. Right? I think that makes sense. Okay, that needs a battery. Once it's got a battery, we can go ahead and use it, I guess. Okay, excuse me, everybody. We need to move this to the interior of the aircraft. I need to open up this, and I need to dive inside. I can't see a single thing. Oh my goodness, I can't see a single thing. I could have just died. Woo! Alright, well, I'm not dead, so that's good. Yeah, I need to be able to see to do the thing that I'm trying to do here. Where is the thing that I was holding on to? Is it actually in the aircraft still? Oh, I might have actually managed to get it in here. Oh, there it is. I didn't mean to do that. Alright, drop the whole thing in there. Get in there. Get down in there. Come inside. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. Ugh. Pull it in. This is unreal. I can't actually... What's happening? What is happening? Guys, I've managed to chuck it in. At least I think I've managed to chuck it in. Alright, where's the big box? There it is. Alright. Oh, I'm an idiot. I haven't actually put a button on it to allow the pump to work. That sucks. Alright, well, I've added a button now to allow that to work, but I'm gonna go to bed real quick so we can see what's happening, and in the morning we'll pump it out. Alright, let's do it. So, if I go ahead and press winch out, yes, we need to grab it by the handle. Alright, so far so good. We're then going to drag it. Oh, I didn't realize it was this slow. That's why I was having so many issues, possibly. Yeah, that might have been why. Anyway, we're dragging it over. We need to put it on the inside of this. So if we can open that up, reattach the handle, it's inside, close the door. Yep, that works. Excellent. All right, stop doing whatever you're doing. There we go. And fire! No, that's not what I wanted to do. Fire! There we go. So that's going to pump out the entirety of the passenger bay. That should release some of the water from the inside, raising the plane a little bit. Then what we're going to do is pump out all of the fuel tank into another tank, and then we're going to return that tank to here, which means it'll only take the diesel and not the water, because I'm assuming the tank is full of water, although I really don't know. But I'm going to allow this to go until that place is hopefully empty. Alright, this has been pumping for quite a while now, and I don't really see it moving. So, what we're going to do instead is we're actually going to take this off, and we're going to add... No, actually, leave that on. Sorry. We're going to add a box. We're going to be adding a box. There we go. So, a box is going to be... I mean, it doesn't have to be that big. There we go. Chuck that across there, chuck it across here, and chuck it across here. There we go. And then what we're going to do is... spawn this in again. Yep. I know that sounds weird, but that is what we're going to do. So, bam. Alright, that looks really dumb. Really dumb things have been happening today, so this is fine. This is pretty normal. Okay. Go ahead and stop moving around. Okay. Let go of that thing. We don't need that right now. What we need to do is connect the hose onto the fuel tank of this thing. So if I can swim over and attach the fuel tank, that'd be good. Oh, I just got pulled all the way back. Come on. Connect them. Excellent. And then we're going to set the pump. What just happened to me? I just almost died. We're going to set the pump going. No, did I just disconnect it again? Set the pump going. There we go. Alright, so what we should see is this going down. Okay. Whew. Alright, well, hopefully this works then. We're just gotta sit here now and empty this tank. That's what we're doing. Okay, it has stopped moving on the dial, so we're gonna go ahead and return this. Okay, good. I guess. Let's have a little look, see if any diesel actually came up. Yes! Okay, very nice. Okay, what I'm gonna do now then is modify this. So, delete that, delete this, delete these guys. Even delete that, and get a pump. Okay, we're gonna go with this. Like that, I think. Fluid in the other way. Okay. All we need to do now is connect those guys together. So that's gonna go up into there, and that into there. We can then pump this backwards and then down. So we're gonna do this. Actually, cancel that. We're gonna do something slightly different. So I'm gonna attach this guy onto here like this. We're then gonna attach this guy onto here like that. We then need a fluid port, of course, on here like this, and we actually need a gas relief valve on top of there, and a fluid port on top of here, like this, and that should work out fine. We're then going to connect the electricity to there, and we're going to connect the button to here, and that should be everything again. Well, hey, it's working! Originally, I was just going to pump all of this out into the ocean, but, no, I think our current situation is fine. It is sort of working. Once we've done this and emptied this out, we're going to go ahead and get a welder. I'm going to go inside and see if I can actually empty that room of water as well. That would be pretty good. But eventually, I just need to get this thing in the air. So obviously, we are going to go ahead and refill this thing with fuel again. But for now, I just need to empty it, kind of. Yeah. Right, so we are almost fully empty now. It has taken me a very, very long time, but that's okay. And yeah, it will actually empty out fully. What I'm going to do probably is try and take off the way that we took off before by adding a weight block to the back end and then taking off with said weight block. Whether that'll work or not, I'm not so sure. But first, obviously, we have to make sure this is fully empty so that we can actually put more diesel in it that is clean. Because at the minute, we're removing diesel that probably has water in it. But I'm not entirely sure. I actually don't know. But yeah, we gotta wait for it to fully empty, then we can put some back in, and then we can try and maybe take off. But I think we're gonna try and fix the inside a little bit more, and then maybe we can actually put a pump back in again, so that we can pump out the water from the passenger cabin. Yeah, from in there. I don't know if this is ever going to empty. 0.01. Is it actually going lower is the question. Let's have a little look. Oh yeah, there we go. So it is actually still going down. There we go. We're at 0.00 now. However, it's not entirely empty, so I'm going to wait until this hits 0.000000. That would be pretty good. It looks like some is actually going back in, though. Because if you look at it, sometimes it drops down and then it goes straight back up again. So there might be a hole still in the fuel tank, meaning that water is just getting in. That's a problem. I don't actually currently have a welder, so we're going to have to return this. There we go. We're going to put some welders on this. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. 1, 2, 3 underwater welders and 1, 2, 3 normal welders. I'm also just going to spawn this in, and I'm going to go to bed again, because it's nighttime again. Oh yeah, that is a problem. It just keeps filling back up. So we're going to leave the pump running, and I'm going to go inside. I should probably, to be fair, actually put on a diving outfit, but never mind. We're going in. So we'll start fixing the inside of this. I think that's actually it. Let me back out, please. I don't want to die. There we go. Right, we're back out. So I think that internal bit is actually fine. So if we can close that, or empty that, that'd be great. That would actually be really good. So, let's go ahead and grab this thing. Here we go. We're going to put this inside. We'll then connect a hose to it, and we'll start pumping the inside out. Now that we've fixed it a bit, hopefully. Alright, grab this guy. Chuck it on there. There we go. Open up the hatch. If it's not already, I can't see. I can't see. The hatch is already open. Alright, good. So grab the handle. Put it inside. Very nice. And then close the hatch, and then we can empty out the inside again. I wish I'd put bilge pumps on this, because this entire situation would not be happening the way that it currently is. This actually really sucks. Winch out. Fine. Okay, I hope that is actually working. So, it appears now that I've fixed the inside, this is now staying sort of where it is, which is good. Which means the water was actually coming from the internal bay. So it's actually coming from the passenger compartment into the fuel tank. So now that I've sorted that, we are good. Also, now that this is all pumping, I'm actually going to go ahead and stop this from winching. I'm going to grab an underwater welding torch, and I'm going to continue to try and weld the rest of this stuff. Although, actually, I don't want to fix that floaty because if I do, there's going to be a problem. Well, actually, it'll just seal water in, so we're not going to do that. I did notice this, though, so we're going to fix that. Okay, is there anywhere else that I can actually see damage? Just the wing. Right, guys, this is not working. It's not working at all. So, we need to get rid of this. This isn't doing its job. So, new idea. Yep, I'm full of new ideas. This just has to happen. Unfortunately, I don't really have any other options. So, we're going to go ahead and do this. There we go. We're going to zoom it back this way. Okay, very nice. We're going to go ahead and box this off this way. And, well, actually, we kind of don't need this. We kind of don't need this. We just need to do that. There we go. All right, fill it all in. There we go. Bam! There's one bit done. We're then going to go from here down to there. Yep. From here over to here. Yep. And then from there over to the other side, just like so. And then from the corner all the way across to this corner. That's all good. All right. What we're then going to do is get a keel. And that keel is going to be a medium one. How expensive is this, actually? 1,000. Woo. All right, we're going to go ahead and shove that right there. Actually, probably more towards the center. That's okay. All right, very good. And then we're going to add ladders. Yep, that's right. Ladders right here. All the way up to the top. That's right. We're actually going to go even higher than that, too. There we go. Ladders have been added. We're then going to add a winch directly to the top of that. Just like so. And that's going to allow us to lift the thingamabobby out of the water. I don't know, that sounds like a really dumb idea, but that's what we're going to do. So, we're going to get an on signal. That is naturally going to have this thing winch up. Here we go, so winch up, thank you. And then we're going to add a battery onto this as well. Here we go. And we're going to shove it down here. 1, 2, 3. Actually, we can only afford 2. Alright, fine. Connect these guys together. Connect that up to there. That's it. That's what we need. Climb, 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 climb. Attach the winch. Oh my goodness. Okay. Run, jump. Whee! Oh, come on. Swim! Underneath. Yes. Attach. No, 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 no. Attach onto there, please. Hey! Uh-oh. Oh, kind of? Okay, plane is out of the water! Yes! I've got myself a rifle! I know this doesn't make much sense, but watch this! Alright, water is gonna flow out of there. And shoot that bit as well. Hopefully water comes out of there. Very good! Okay. Hopefully the water comes out of here too, and we can weld that shut. In fact, let's start welding this bit now. This might take some time, but this is... I don't know, is this my only way of fixing this thing? Maybe. Wait, if I let go of this now, would it actually land on here and stay on here? Let's try it. This could be a really bad idea. Alright, disconnect it. There we go. And... oh! Please stay on the actual... I think it is. I think it legit is. Oh! Yeah, it's staying on here. Kind of. Not really, though. Kind of, but not really, though. Do I have a rope anywhere? I could just nick one of these. Yeah, we could just steal this one. Right, so we're going to attach the rope onto there. We're then going to attach the rope up here, and that means that it's facing upwards and should be fine. I don't know, this seems stupid. Seems very dumb. But it's going to try and pull it out the water anyway. I'm surprised it's strong enough, to be honest. But it sort of worked. Alright, it's up a bit. Alright. Well, once the water's obviously emptied out of this, maybe it'll be fine to put back in the water. So, wherever that welder went, I think I dropped it off. Oh, there it is. I see it. Grab the welder, please. I can't... oh, got it. Right, nice. We're gonna fix this now. Hopefully the water is out of this. And then we'll fix all the other bits. Hopefully the water's out of all of those other bits too. And then we can put it back in the water and hopefully it'll float. I don't know. This has been an absolutely ridiculous mission to do, but it is what it is. And I can't do anything else about it, so... oh, okay. No, please don't flip over. It looks like it wants to. But we might be okay. Alright, it's doing whatever it wants. This is the current situation. We're gonna have to fix that bit right there, fix that bit right there. Is there water still inside these windows? No. Alright, so it all seems to be drained out of there now. Let me go ahead and just continue fixing this then. There we go. Is it fixed all the way around, actually? That looks pretty fixed to me. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and fix... oh, that bit there. There we go. Slowly but surely. Alright, is that fixed? Yes. I think we're fixed all the way around. Yeah. Okay, so that should be buoyant now. Okay, I really wish I could see. There's no water inside anymore. So, let's just do it then. Let's fix these bits. I can't see though, that's the problem. Alright, I fixed that. Okay, very good. Is that fixed yet? Nope. Is that fixed now? Yeah, alright, I need to fix that little bit up there. And that should be good. Maybe. Alright, another bit that needs sorting is that bit right there, and possibly that bit right there. So I'm gonna destroy those bits too. I'm assuming there is water inside of those compartments, because this thing actually just leans so far forward in the water. So, we've destroyed those. Hopefully it'll leak out very quickly. And then we can obviously fix it back up, put it in the water, fill it with fuel, and get the heck out of here. Right, we're doing it. We're gonna have to do it. So, I need to put fuel in this thing, and then we need to try and take off. I've done the same situation. We've added weights on a winch to the back, and hopefully that is enough for this thing to fly. What I now need to do is put this welder down, grab a hose. We might be a little bit far away from there, but we're going to try, connect onto the diesel, connect it onto this, take off, fly home. That's it. Okay, I've managed to put diesel in. I'm going to try and turn as quickly as I can here, and I'm just going to take off. Please? I don't know if we're in the air or not. We're trying. We are in the air. We are flying. Oh my goodness. Okay, we have to get home now. Oh my goodness. Come on, please. I know this video has been very long, and I know that you guys have watched it to this point if you guys are seeing this. Well, unless you skipped ahead, obviously, but... this has taken me so much longer than the video is. I have been at this for hours and hours and hours and hours. There was multiple easy fixes, probably. And I know in the comments a lot of people are like, why don't you do this? And why didn't you do this? I know. And for one of you guys that is going to say it, because well, a bunch of you guys are going to say it, why didn't you just return it to the workbench there? This plane doesn't fit in that workbench. It doesn't. Are we gonna hit that? I really hope we don't. Right, toggle that off. We're gonna go around it. Also, side note, hopefully there's no water in here. That looks like it's going down quicker than it should. I don't know. We just gotta make it home. That's all. You have to be kidding me, right? Like, you have to be kidding me. As soon as I get home, I might get hit by a missile. If that happens, I might actually just cry. Like, yeah, that's not good. That is not good. What is this, a helicopter? We're currently, like, out here somewhere. And we're just gonna keep flying. But, like, there's an enemy submarine somewhere out here. Next to my base that I'm going to right now. Well, turns out it's got worse. It's even closer to my base than before. No! This is really bad. We're 6 kilometers away. I can't see anything out of the... I was going to say the windows. We don't really have windows. We kind of do, these ones, but I can see outside without using windows. That sucks. That is a submarine that probably has missiles. Yeah, not great. 155, go. Alright, we're about to lower ourselves down out the sky a little bit more. Okay, where's our altimeter? That's good. Alright, how far away are we? 3K. Okay. Oh, there's a light down there. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I've accidentally got out my seat. Okay, how far away are we now? 2. Alright. We need to start descending even more, I think. But not crazy amounts. Okay, here we go. Lower that down. My base doesn't really have lights is the problem. I can't see it. Oh no. Oh my goodness. This is bad. This is really bad. Alright, we've flown over it. We've flown over it. Turn around. Okay, my plane? I have to try and keep it in the air whilst this happens. What is that down there? Oh, okay, so that's this island. I can at least see that, but I can't see my island. This is really bad. Altitude. Let's go down to 100. Okay. Lower it down. We just gotta stay in the air a little bit longer until it goes to daytime, and then we'll be able to see our island. But for now, this is insane. Oh, you bugger. Okay, problem. That's really bad. That's really bad. Throttle down. Okay, throttle down a bit more. Throttle down a bit more. Okay, it's getting to daytime. This is good. However, this is bad. Okay. Okay, lower it down. I'm gonna try and stay in the air just a little bit longer. Okay, my engine temperature's okay. That's fine. How far away are we? Wait. Oh, we're really close. We're really close. Okay. There it is. There it is. Turn it off. Land. Land. I don't even care about the weight on the back right now. Just land. Holy balls. We made it home. Things are exploding. Things are shooting me. Something's shooting me. Run. Run. Run as quick as we can. Oh my goodness. Get me out of here. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know what that is. Return it. Return it. Return it. Oh, we did it. We made it home. But I don't know what's shooting at. Run. Oh my goodness. Is that the submarine that's doing that? I actually have no idea. I'm going to hide in here. I'm going to hide in here for now. Oh my goodness. That is stress. I have been stressed so bad. Oh. Alright, well, we have finally made it back home after the most stressful, crazy events possible to me right now. That was bad and very annoying. But we made it, so the career continues. However, we are now under attack from whatever's out there. We need to attack it next time. So join me next time as we fight back. Oh, thanks for watching, guys. Goodbye.